Hey, today I'm going to do a full head-to-head comparison between the Papifeed and the Aoogitf cat water fountains. Show you everything you need to know about both of them, pros and cons, and overall which one I prefer. So first off, I purposely have not filled this up, haven't completely assembled it yet. I have the filter in place, and I'm going to show you everything so I could actually lift it up. So this is where you put the filter in, right here. So you open this up, and I can't really do it with one hand, but that's where the filter goes, and the pump is already assembled like this, like so. One of the downsides to the stainless steel is the fact that the max and the minimum sign is only on the inside. You can't see how full it is, and whereas this one is clear, so you can see the lines better. The max and the minimum sign is on the side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just show you how I actually fill these up with water when I, just my little way of filling them up. So I actually fill them up through the top instead of taking it over to the sink, just because it can sometimes be messy with, like, you saw how like the pump was hanging down and whatnot, and overall it sometimes is dripping and leaking all over. So I'll just take a cup of water like so, and I'll go ahead, just pour it in. And this might take a little bit longer, be a little bit more tedious. I just find it being a better way to actually fill up. And then what I'm gonna go ahead and do is plug it in, and then I'll know when it's at the right amount of water once it is actually running through. So you can hear it already turn on. Probably add a little bit more water in there. But the power cord is about 4 feet long as well, whereas this one, it just runs on batteries. And I'm going to show you how that one works. So there we go. So now we got the faucet on. So the nice thing about this one is just the fact that it looks super clean with the stainless steel, but with also that being said, it's going to take a little bit more maintenance and a little more cleaning. And it's recommended to clean out the filter, replace the filter every 2 weeks for both of these. And this filter is just under this top layer. This one comes with 2 replacement filters, a replacement sponge for the actual pump, and then a brush to clean it with, whereas this one does not include any extra filters. This one also includes a power cord to have the ability to plug it in if you want, if you don't want to use the batteries. Let me show you how the actual thing works as well. So it takes 4 AA batteries. There you go, just quick little show you. And then this actually runs through the top or through the side. So you run the cord up through this little channel here, which is empty, so you're not gonna have to worry about it getting wet. And then this is what it actually looks like. This is where you plug in the power. Here's the button. So you have different modes as well. I believe it needs to be plugged in to use the timer mode and stuff, but with that, it'll turn green, this light here. I always just use it on this motion sensor, so it lights up blue and it'll go for 6 seconds and then it turns off, just like so. This is something that I really love about this. So anytime he walks by it, it'll turn on for just a few seconds so that the batteries aren't just like constantly on, whereas this one is just gonna be constantly flowing. And so you kind of get that, just that it'll turn off, so it's not like wasting batteries and stuff. And so I really like that about this one. And like I mentioned before, my favorite way to just fill these up is just pouring water through the top. It just seems a lot easier for me and just my preferred way. And last thing to mention was just to keep on top of the maintenance, cleaning it, wiping them down, and just making sure they're clean. Sometimes they'll get a little bit dirty from whether he gets a little bit of food in there or whatever. So I kind of just go over them quickly once every couple weeks. Overall, I think between the 2 of them, I would have to go with the Papifeed as being my preferred choice, but you can't go wrong with either.